Good morning, everyone. This is Meteorologist Shane Hinton hopping onto our social media platforms in order to give you an update on the forecast across central Texas for your Saturday and Sunday. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the extended forecast ahead. Want to make sure that you can, in fact, hear me, so just let me know in the comments or especially on Facebook where you're tuning in from. And if you can hear my microphone, we're going to get started in the next couple of moments. Hi there, John. Hope you're doing well. I'm giving everyone a look at the current winds and gusts that we're tracking across central Texas this morning. As you can see, it is a blustery start to the weekend. We're seeing gusts anywhere from, 33 miles per hour in Giddings to 44 mile per hour gusts in Burnett, 45 out in San Marcos. Let me go ahead and hop up on the screen here. Hello there. Good morning, everyone. The time is currently 10:27 on your Saturday morning if you are watching this at another time. As I mentioned, I just kind of want to give you a look at what we're tracking right now and also when we can expect calmer and warmer conditions to return to the forecast. I will continue to also monitor the Facebook comments as well. I know this is going out on all of our platforms, so regardless of where you're tuning in from, you're going to get the relevant and the important information that you need. So once again, we're tracking a blustery start. This is all due to that cold front that pushed through late last night, early this morning. The cold front itself has already exited the viewing area. If we take a look at any advisories or warnings that we have in effect right now, you'll notice the areas of beige, they're actually under the areas of red. That is a wind advisory. It was in effect earlier to this morning, and it goes into effect till 6 p.m. this evening. This is just due to those strong winds. No surprise there. Now you'll also notice that a slight update from last night is that red flag warning now encompasses all of the KVUE viewing area except for Milam County. You'll notice that everywhere shaded in red is expected to see those gusts anywhere from 40 to up to 50 miles per hour. We have that dry air, lower dew points, those breezy conditions from the north. It makes for critical fire weather. So any outside burning could risk wildfire spreading. So that's why we are urging you no outdoor burning for today. That runs until 6 o'clock this evening as well. We've already gotten some reports. I'm looking at some reports right here from the National Weather Service. Let's see. I'm seeing from New Braunfels, Castle Hills, Vanderpool. We're seeing recorded gusts earlier this morning of 52, 53 miles per hour, 56 mile per hour gusts. So it is a blustery start to the day. Let's take a look at the wind gusts across the entire state. You can see it's breeziest up there in the Panhandle. 48 mile per hour gusts up in Amarillo, 36 mile per hour gusts in Lubbock, 33 in San Angelo, 41 mile per hour gusts in San Antonio, 36 in Houston, 44 in Corpus Christi, and it's still even blustery up there in Dallas, 38 mile per hour gusts. Why are we experiencing such breezy conditions? Well, there's that cold front. It's pushed out into the Gulf Coast. That moved through overnight, brought maybe a little bit of moisture as you make your way east of the KVUE viewing area. That low pressure system that you currently see around Oklahoma is expected to bring some winter weather to the southeast and the east coast over the next couple of days. But thankfully, nothing like that here in central Texas. What I'm showing you right now is that area of low pressure and then the high pressure system out toward the west. We are sandwiched in between the two, and we're getting those blustery conditions due to the differences in pressure. Okay, so we had that cold front move through last night. That changed up the direction of our flow, and then you have the differences in pressure, which is why it is so strongly blowing. Now I've laid out not only the satellite radar, but all the watches, the warnings, the advisories. You can see those areas in the magentas, the pinks, the blues. That's as you make your way out towards the east coast. Those are going to be all those winter advisories and winter weather advisories and warnings that have been issued. Here in central Texas, we're tracking that wind advisory and the red flag warning. No winter concerns. I'm showing you a picture of the United States because I want to point out as you make your way all the way out to the Pacific Northwest and portions of the West Coast, they are under a tsunami advisory. Get tongue-tied there because we're not used to saying that, especially for the United States. This is due to a volcanic eruption that happened over in Tonga, so well out into the Pacific earlier this morning. So something just a fun fact, not so fun fact really, for areas out west. Let's take a look back here in central Texas at what you can expect as we go throughout the day. Notice winds are going to stay elevated not only through the rest of the morning but into the early afternoon. Gusts up to 40 to 50 miles per hour will be possible. When do they calm down? We'll think a little bit after dinner time into the early evening. You're taking a snapshot look at 10:30 this evening. Gusts up to 25 to 30 miles per hour will still be possible tonight. So when you factor that in with the cool air, yes, there will be a significant wind chill in the overnight hours into Sunday morning as well. As we jump forward into Sunday morning, you can see some residual winds anywhere from 15 to 20 mile per hour gusts they will calm down throughout the day. Let's talk about your Saturday forecast. You can see the line graph there showing you temperatures struggling to make it out of the upper 40s. I do think some isolated areas could still get into the lower to maybe mid 50s as you make your way to the south and closer to the coastal plains, because we are expecting plenty of sunshine for today. It's going to visibly be a beautiful day, but it is going to be a chilly and below average day in regards to our temperatures thanks to those winds. Let's take a look at the projected highs across the KVUE viewing area for today. As I mentioned, it's going to be a cold one. In fact, well below average for the entire KVUE viewing area. We're accustomed to temperatures around 62 degrees this time of year. None of us are going to be really anywhere close to it. Okay, so make sure you don't forget the coat, the jacket, the layers. You're certainly going to need it, especially when you factor in the wind chill. Something those strong winds have also brought is a surge in cedar. Now, we expected this. We get those strong cold fronts this time of year after those widespread freezes. Helps to trudge in cedar from the north. You can see it has soared over 1,400 grains per cubic meter. This is not the highest of the season. In fact, that was a little bit earlier this week, I believe, or end of last week. But it is still on the high side, especially when you compare it to the past couple of days where we've been in the medium threshold. I do expect cedar levels to stay elevated at least through tomorrow. Taking a look at your overnight lows, this is tonight into Sunday morning. We are expecting a widespread freeze, and that is going to be maybe a hard freeze for portions of the hill country as temperatures could drop into the mid to upper 20s. As you make your way along and east of the I-35 corridor, I'm seeing temperatures hovering around closer to freezing, so that 32-degree mark. Go ahead, have plans to bring in the pets and the plants, especially if you are west of I-35. But everyone should really be planning to bring in those pets, because even if it's not at 32 or below, it's still going to be pretty close to freezing. So go ahead and bring those furry friends inside for tonight. Also, make sure you've secured down any loose items. Go ahead and do that for today. While winds will be calm overnight tonight, we're still going to see that gust potential 20 to 25 miles per hour. As we take a look at your 7-day forecast, look at this. A pleasant warming trend starts officially tomorrow. Will be around seasonable averages for your Sunday afternoon as those winds calm down, and the warming trend just continues for the work week ahead. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is going to look gorgeous as temperatures climb into the upper 60s with mostly sunny skies. We hold on to those mostly sunny conditions for Tuesday and Wednesdays. Temperatures return back into the mid 70s, but notice we'll be tracking a system that pushes through on Wednesday. That'll bring cooler air for Thursday and Friday, and we're going to be tracking a possible disturbance which could bring about a 20 to 30% chance for showers and storms. Still a little far out to iron out all those details, so we'll have to continue to monitor the forecast closely in regards to what we could expect for Thursday and Friday. But just to go ahead and put it on your radar, we could see an unsettled weather pattern sneak in for the end of your work week. So let's once again take a look at the current temperatures. Actually, instead of the current temperatures, I'm going to pull up the current wind chills, because I think this is going to be more relevant and more useful for you right now as you're mapping out the rest of your day. Notice that it feels like it's below freezing in Burnett. It feels like it's at freezing in Llano. 33 in Georgetown, 40 in Austin, 35 in Bastrop and in Giddings. It feels like it's 41 degrees in LaGrange. So I'm popping over here. I am monitoring the Facebook comments. As I mentioned, I know this is going out on all of our social media platforms, just trying to see what some of our viewers are experiencing. Good morning, everyone. I'm seeing people tuning in from all over. Hi there, Vivian, Rosemary, James, Kathleen, Irma, Keisha. Wind started blowing extremely hard in Oakland around 3 a.m. It has been nonstop since. Yes, unfortunately, these winds are going to be pretty consistently on the strong side for the rest of the day. Once again, tapering off as we go from dinner to early evening, but it still could be slightly breezy even for the late evening overnight hours, okay? But I do see Sunday being a much more beautiful day in regards to our winds and our temperatures, as they'll be closer to those seasonal averages for this time of year. Okay, you guys, I'm not seeing any questions here, so I do want to be mindful of your time and let you get back to any fun weekend plans you may have. We are going to continue to monitor the forecast closely for you and provide updates throughout the weekend. We'll have our evening broadcast obviously tonight as well, so we can give you another look at what we can expect as we head towards the end of the extended forecast, when we could be tracking that unsettled weather pattern. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay smart. Most importantly, please stay kind. I'll see y'all again on the next one. Have a wonderful day.